Hey, it's Brandon. Now, have you ever wondered how to clean your glass shower doors? Or maybe you've cleaned them and they just don't come clean. The water spots don't go away. In this video, I'm gonna share 3 pro tips to help you clean that up. So let's get started. So option number 1 is one of my favorite DIY mixes, and if you've watched my videos before, you've probably heard me talk about it. It's 1 cup of vinegar, 1 cup of water, and about a teaspoon of Dawn dish soap. Now, this is a great, simple DIY mix that I like to use on glass shower doors when it's about a 1 to 5 on the mess meter. So when using this mix, what I like to do is spray it on the surface and let it set for about 5 to 10 minutes. The key here is to give the vinegar time to work. You wanna let it dwell on the surface so that it can break down that hard water buildup. Then I like to come through with a non-scratch scrub sponge. I prefer a Scrub Daddy. Again, if you're new here, those are my favorite sponges to use because they're strong enough to cut through your dirt and grime, but they're not gonna scratch or cause damage to any surfaces. So one thing to listen for when you're cleaning your glass shower doors is you can actually hear when the hard water buildup has been scrubbed off of the glass. So come in real close, let me show you this really quick. So if we scrub right here, you can kind of hear that, right? Kind of hear it's a little rougher. But if you come up here, where there's none at all, you can hear there's a different sound on the texture of when you're scrubbing. So you can kind of actually feel a little bit too of like the friction goes away. So just keep scrubbing until you no longer hear that kind of rough scrubbing sound on the surface. Once you've scrubbed it, give it a good rinse, and then I like to wipe it with a dry microfiber towel to get it nice and streak-free and looking great. Now you may have tried this option and it didn't work. That's okay, I got another option for you. So option number 2 is Barkeeper's Friend More Spray. Now this is a store-bought option, and you might be wondering, Brandon, what's the difference between this and the vinegar? Now vinegar uses something called acetic acid. This uses oleic and a citric acid. In my experience, if the mess meter on your glass is about a 3 to an 8, this is gonna do a better job and just cut through that hard water buildup a little bit faster and more efficient. This works the same way, and I use it the same way as the vinegar. Spray it on, let it sit for about 5 to 10 minutes, scrub it in with a non-scratch scrub sponge. You're gonna hear me say that a lot, but I just don't want you to damage your glass, and it's very important that you don't use something too aggressive when you're scrubbing on the glass where you scratch it or permanently damage it. So, scrub it in, rinse it off, and then wipe down with a microfiber towel. So option number 3 is really my last resort or more restorative cleaning method, and I use this when the mess meter is about an 8 to a 10. Really hope you don't have to use this, but I wanted to give you an option for those really bad glass shower doors. Now, what you're gonna use is still the Barkeeper's Friend More Spray, but instead of a Scrub Daddy or a non-scratch scrub sponge, you're gonna use steel wool grade 0000. So many zeros. Now, you might be thinking, Brandon, why are you suggesting steel wool? Won't that scratch the glass? Now, the key with this is to always use it on a wet surface. So you're gonna spray the cleaner on first and then come through and scrub with this. The main difference between this and a Scrub Daddy is in most cases with the Scrub Daddy, you're scrubbing away the hard water buildup that's already been dissolved by the cleaner. But this is gonna come through and be a little bit stronger to kind of mechanically remove that buildup from the surface. I don't like to use this right off the bat because frankly, you don't have to get this aggressive, and a lot of times the Scrub Daddy is gonna do the job. But I wanted to give you an option that you can get the glass shower doors absolutely sparkling clean, so try this if you have to. Make sure to stick around to the end because I'm gonna show you how to maintain and prevent hard water buildup on your glass shower doors. So now that we got your glass shower doors sparkling clean and nice and clear, here are my 2 tips to help maintain and prevent hard water buildup. The first is a simple squeegee. When you're done showering, it's always best to squeegee top to bottom and remove as much of the water from the glass shower doors as possible. If you let it sit on there, it's going to dry and those mineral deposits are going to start to develop on the glass. So a simple squeegee, get it dry as much as possible, and it should stay nice and clean. Option number 2 is Rain-X. Now, yes, this is used on cars' windshields, but it's also really good to use in your shower. You spray it on, follow the label's direction, and this is going to create a sealant on the actual glass to repel the water so it doesn't stay there and create hard water deposits. If you're wondering how to clean the rest of your shower or maybe even your tub, check out the video right here and I'll show you how to clean that up.